So, week 2 exercises, we focus a whole lot on rated reinforcement and knowing where you are with criteria and trying to figure out where you're going. One of the ways we do that is we start off working on stay, and we use a platform to do the stays. In class, I just had you guys kind of figure out how to, without pulling or necessarily luring, even though there was a little bit of a lure right there, how to get your dogs onto the mat. And then you're going to give them about 5 treats there, and you said, done, and you got them back off. So you might get your dog onto the platform. Couch cushions work great, dog beds can work great, patio furniture might be the perfect place to do that. But you want to kind of walk them over there, encourage them to get up there. If they offer you a sit, great. They don't need to. All I want is 4 feet on the bed. And then they get 5 praise and treats for remaining there without you going anywhere. And then you practice saying, all done. Or go play, but using your very distinct release word to mark that moment when they can get off. Because eventually we're going to ask them to go to your place and sit or down and stay. Not doing that right now, just talking about where we're going. That's my criteria in the next 2 weeks. And we're rewarding a couple of times, which helps them learn that, oh, wait a minute, if I just keep hanging out here, good things keep happening? Yes, they do. And then I say, done. And that's going to be our word for it. Eventually, you can get off. Over the course of the week, I want you to think about raising your criteria. Really easy to get Lemon back on. I want you to take your 5 treats and start working up to, actually it won't be 5 treats. I want you to start working on 5 seconds and 5 steps. So when you work on your 5 seconds, it's 1, and we get a treat because she stayed. 1, 2, she gets a treat. 1, 2, 3, she gets a click and a treat because she's still there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Done. So right there, I got to build my criteria. I started slowing down the rate of reinforcement, but keeping it simple so she can be successful. 1. Now I'm also going to get the treats out of my hand. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Now, if your dog breaks somewhere along this process because they weren't quite ready to do this and they start to get off, you're just going to walk them back over there, put them back on, and then start your count over. Don't treat right away for them getting back on the cushion. Start your count over. 1. Very nice. Get the treat out of your bag. Feed them. 1, 2. Very nice. Get your treat out of the bag. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Repeat this 4 or 5 times. Get nice and fluid. All done. Don't forget to release them. When you are working on this, I want you to kind of think, I'm going to keep giving them the 1 second treat, the 2 second treat, the 3 second treat, the 4 second treat, until you get really, you're like, you know what, Gwen, I did this exercise 5 times. She's not getting up. We're error-free. I can move forward to the next hard level of this exercise. And the next hard level for some dogs might look like you adding a little bit of distance. Same thing, 5 steps. When you add distance, you are not working on duration. You are going to work on 1 step away, mark that, and run right back to them and feed them right there with their feet on the ground. 1, 2, she followed me. Uh-oh, come on back over here. Yeah, I say uh-oh. It doesn't really mean a whole lot to her. It's just something I kind of did in my head. Put her back on. Instead of giving her a treat right away, I'm going to go back to that 1 step and rush right back and give her the treat there. 1, 2, mark while you're away, rush right back and get that treat in front of them so they don't come off to you because they heard the praise when you were away. Eventually it'll be 20 feet away and you're praising them. I want you to come back and give them the reward. I don't want them to run to you. 1, 2, 3, right back in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which about gets me to the end of the leash. Done. Very nice. Good job. 5 seconds, 5 steps. It's a great starting place. I'd love to know that you guys can come back next week and tell me, Gwen, got it 4 or 5 times error-free, my puppy never got up. So that's really your goal. When you guys are thinking about your criteria of where you're going this week, you can tell me you got to the point where you did 5 steps, no problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. And done. Good job. Very good girl. When you're working on the steps and when you guys can tell me that you were actually successful, whether you're 5 seconds or 5 steps, make sure that what you're doing is you're laddering up. It's not just a straight 5 steps back and you're like, when that worked perfectly. It really should look like you laddering up. So if I'm working on the duration, 1 second, that was very nice. 1, 2, that was the ladder up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I was a better trainer, those treats should have been in my bag, and I should have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And then gotten the reward out. Done. We all make mistakes, but I want you guys to think about, are you luring them? Do you have to have the treats in your hand? Is it hard to get them on the mat? Is it hard to get them in a sit? And what did you struggle more with, your duration or your distance? Nice job, puppy. You want to go play for a couple minutes?